Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. Well, we're going to talk about something interesting that actually just happened today and why it's actually really good for the market. We'll definitely talk about this in the live stream as well because it's one of the few things that's actually significant today. The rest of that crap's going on at Davos. I don't think that's really going to have any effect. There's a bunch of crypto companies there, and we'll see what's actually happening out of the WEF conference, but I don't think there'll be anything significant. So let's actually talk about the interesting thing happened today. Bitcoin held, and earnings reports were bad, and that's why the Dow Jones fell. But crypto held constant, and that's actually plays really, really well. And let me explain why. The Dow Jones fell because Goldman Sachs didn't meet earnings expectations for the first time in forever, basically. And obviously, that's a big down indicator for the overall economy. And so the Dow fell. But if you've noticed, the NASDAQ actually rose today. And that's because the NASDAQ is not affected by Goldman Sachs. But Goldman Sachs is a pretty good indicator for the economy. So if the financial industries actually start taking a dive, but the tech sector doesn't do any worse than it is right now, and NASDAQ actually hangs on or comes up a little bit, it's the perfect storm for Bitcoin and crypto. You know why? Because the financial sector is a big, big indicator for guys like Jerome Powell, whether or not to actually raise the interest rate. If the financial sector starts to take a hit and they start having to let go of people, while the tech sector kind of hangs on, and by that extension, Bitcoin will actually hang on as well. That means we could actually get a lagging indicator for the economy, which means that Jerome Powell will have to pull back his rate hikes and maybe even pivot early while not having this crypto recession depress prices. So this is kind of like the best combination you can get. NASDAQ actually being even or slightly going up and Dow going down. That's actually kind of what I want to see because the Fed takes these hints from the economy from the Dow Jones Industrial Index. But the NASDAQ sector is what really drives crypto. It's not very often that they actually go in different ways, but it is actually possible because tech's been getting hammered for the last year. And if tech is starting to have a little bit of revival, doing a little bit better, while financials are starting to get hammered from the interest rates. And by the way, that's probably why Goldman Sachs didn't make expectations. It's because of the interest rates. And, banks do their main business by loaning money out. But of course, if the interest rates are high, no one actually wants to borrow money. So they don't make as much money. So that's actually probably what has Goldman Sachs very much hampered right now. But maybe kind of the tech drop is actually sort of over. We'll have to see probably in a little while when these tech companies actually come out with earnings and expectations, or maybe tech is finished dropping because of bad earnings and it's financials' turn to actually start dropping while tech hangs on. That would actually be quite excellent for Bitcoin because that means the financials will signal to Jerome Powell to stop raising interest rates like crazy. And that also means that the stock market, the crypto market will take a hint from the tech market not to really drop. So basically, we won't really get that recession drop. And when Jerome Powell backs off on the interest rate, that means we get a boom. So if that happens, we may not drop below 20,000. And then the next leg we go up might be 30,000 or more. So, these myriad factors of that's making the NASDAQ sort of hang on today while the Dow dropped is the perfect storm for crypto, and that's kind of what I want to see to continue. Financials suffering a little bit while tech actually hangs on. Bitcoin hangs on. We get those lower interest rates. The Fed starts to pivot, and we kind of get an explosion of prices towards the end of this year. So very, very happy with the numbers that have actually come out so far, and it is working out a little bit better than I thought. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.